Alright, welcome to another wonderful stream of Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade and some light reading on Nietzsche because the queue lines are long and I'm a masochist. Thanks for joining. I guess you call it Boar Phoenix. Sure, I should brand that, right? That's how Twitch guys do it, right? They brand themselves with a name. He's on here. And voila! Eternal Crusade. Check that out. just to reiterate, reading The Portable Nietzsche by, The Portable Nietzsche, edited and translated by Walter Kaufman. The book that I could find in my local bookstore. So, an exciting selection of things, no doubt. Pop this baby in. There we go. Alright, we're queue up. So, let's see, where was I? Way to a Christian virtue. Learning from one's enemies is the best way towards loving them, for it makes us grateful to them. Every philosophy is the philosophy of some stage of life. The stage of life at which a philosopher found his doctrine reverberates through it. He cannot prevent this, however far above time and hour he may feel. Prevent this, however far above time and hour he may feel. Right. Thus, Schopenhauer's philosophy remains the reflection of ardent and melancholic youth. It is no way of thinking for older people. And Plato's philosophy recalls the middle 30s, when a cold and hot torrent often roar towards each other, so that a mist and tender little clouds form, and under favorable circumstances the rays of the sun as an enchanting rainbow. The party man. The true party man learns no longer, he only experiences and judges, while Solon, who was never a party man, but pursued his goal alongside and above the parties or against them, is characteristically the father of that plain maxim in which the health and inexhaustibility of Athens contained. I grow old and always continue to learn. So party is, in this case, is definitely referencing political parties, while Solon, I have no fucking clue. Unfaithfulness, a condition of mastership. Nothing avails. Every master has but one disciple, and that one becomes unfaithful to him, for he too is destined for mastership. The journey to Hades. I have too been in the underworld like Odysseus, and I shall yet return there often. And not only sheep have I sacrificed to be able to talk with a few of the dead, but I have not spared my own blood. 4 pairs did not deny themselves to me as I sacrificed Euripides and Montaigne, Goethe and Spinoza, Plato and Rousseau, Pascal and Schopenhauer. Okay, sure. With these I must come to terms when I have long wondered by myself. They shall tell me whether I am right or wrong. Them I want to listen when, in the process, they tell each other whether they are right or wrong. So I guess that is philosophers at odds with each other, and Nietzsche himself is learning from how they disagree, or at least that's what he's trying. I think that's what he's trying to get at there. That's what I would assume. Portable Nietzsche. Nietzsche from The Wanderer and His Shadow. Editor's note: the collection of aphorisms was first published in 1880 as a final sequence to Human, All Too Human. Isn't that posthumously still? Are we experiencing Nietzsche's works kind of backwards? I'm not sure. Alright. What's going on here? We're not even in game yet. B. Dorn. So he's gonna stand up to that. Where is everyone? Well, at least he's the right class. Can't get that wrong. After we hit B, we'll make a slight stand here and then head down to C. Get some help in here on B.
Nobody wants to help you, dude. Like, no one.
Well, I mean, there's like 8 people here who are going for it, so I believe you're in you're in the wrong.
No, it's cool. Nobody wants to help you, though. I'm a blood angel, bitch. I need your shit.
Oh, puppies. They just think they're adults, but they're just not.
I'll suck your penis right now.
Thank God. I was worried for a moment. They're pretty entrenched up here on C, so be careful. Take it nice and slow through here. Ain't no reason to rush. We got shit to do, that's for sure. Man, me and Rogel Dorn are kicking ass over here. I'm happy with this guy. Yes, indeed I am. Stay inside, man. It's not safe out there. It's dangerous to go alone. This is going surprisingly well. I have a huge smile on my face. This is probably the best game I've played in a long time. Of course, I think we outnumbered the Chaos. Yep. Here they come. Here they come. Ah! That's fine. We'll push on A next. So much time for our team to get up there too. This is a mess. Let's go tag A. It should be cleared out from A, moving on to C in reactionary defense. But there is still... okay, there's still a contingent here. Slow and steady. That's the way I like to fight. Alright. Wow! Alright, these guys aren't doing so hot. Let's pull a transport around here. That cap on C was fucking flawless. If we had support on that, we probably would have had C. But hey, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger. At the very least, that's the way we should pretend. Pull this bad boy in here. God, this team is just a disgrace. Aw, come on, my shield was facing that. Useless garbage. Fucking making shit that just constantly bypasses the shield. Run away, you elite bitch. Run away. Come on. Come on. Pushing through here. Ah. Oh, come on, guys. You gotta be... I guess I could have called that out to him, but they would have never known it was me, so... What's the point? Oh, woo! There we go. Now we gotta get in here and do some fighting. That's the way you push A, boys. That's the way you push A. Get inside A! Get inside A! It's clear. Set up on the walls. I would like to think that I played a major role in that push. Not like we're going to win this. I mean, 4 minutes on the clock. It's going to take us another 20 to 30 seconds to capture this thing. And at least we've held B the whole time. That's good. You got to keep an eye up on that. They're behind us on the balconies. Through the windows. Fighting each other. Yeah, sorry, bud. You're still pushing in. Alright, good cap on A. Good job. Good job, guys. Good cap on A. Move up to B. Don't go out on the left side of A. They got a, their quad gunners still up. Push B. B needs some help, guys. Good fight. Good team fights. Resupply and push up on C. Keep an eye on A and B though. We can still win as long as we hold them. Don't let them get any tags. Oh, how did that kill me? Apparently A needs some help. There's a transport on B. If we can peel that off, that'd be superb. Predator out behind A. Burp. Alright. Let me stalk around up here. Good pushing, guys. This is working out pretty well. Not the best, but not the worst. They got a lot of people moving in towards B, guys. They're moving in nice and slow, so we need to set up a defense. Get ready for them. Fuck me. This is just getting completely allowed to happen while everyone just runs up and to sacrifice themselves over and over again. Trying to push on C. I could use a spawn now. Thank you. Yep, that's what we got. They're gonna get in here if we keep fucking around like this. Believe me. I know this score. Alright, we got a guy patrolling A. That's good. I mean, it's not the best, but it's fine. How does catch any of the stuff you guys don't manage to murder or clog with bodies? Come on, guys, we're not the Imperial Guard. Stop trying to clog a hallway with bodies. It's an Imperial Guard tactic, by the way. Clog it with a pile of bodies. It's effective, by the way. And that's why we're here, boys. Yep, that was necessary. Now that is bad. We need to get back A, ASAP. Too many go into A, somebody turn around. So we deploy up here on B. The walk will take me more than 5 seconds to walk there from that position. And we actually push really hard up here. I'm impressed. Ooh. Shit snacks. Shit snacks. My brace here? Yeah, there we go. Doing pretty well, gentlemen. Doing pretty well. Oh, we won even for lose. So Ah. Good God. What's going on with Chaos today? Oh. We actually have... No, we're pretty evenly matched on the experience, so... Chaos sucks. Remember, you can shoot those big explodey mage balls. Yep, or at least last time I tried you could. It's more effective at long range, but yeah. The things I know about this game. Probably shouldn't be legal. Also, shift boosts rhinos when you're driving. That's what happens when your game doesn't have a good Reddit. Alright. Well, that was fun and exciting. I'm sure Chaos is fucking frothing at the mouth. It was okay, to be fair. They did hold C. Oh. For the Emperor. Slanesh will not touch me improperly tonight. Is it improper if it's coming from Slanesh? Really? I mean, isn't that like what you would want? So would it be improper touching? Mind blow. Alright. Back in queue. Okay. Sometimes it's instantaneous, sometimes it's... Ugh. The Bite of Conscience is just a section of aphorisms. I don't know if I like this method of compilation myself. This collection of aphorisms... Okay, I just read that. The Bite of Conscience. The bite of conscience, like the bite of a dog into stone, is stupidity. Prohibitions without reasons. A prohibition, the reason for which we do not understand or admit, is almost a command not only for the stubborn, but for those who thirst for knowledge. One risks an experiment to find out why the prohibition was pronounced. Moral prohibitions, like those of the Decalogue, are suitable only for an age of subjugated reason. Now, such a prohibition as "thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery," presented without reason, would have harmful rather than useful effect. I actually agree with that pretty fully. The persecutor of God. Paul brought up the idea, and Calvin rethought it, that for innumerable people, damnation has been decreed for eternity, and that this beautiful world plan was instituted to reveal the glory of God. Heaven and hell and humanity are thus supposed to exist to satisfy the vanity of God. What cruel and insatiable vanity must have flared in the soul of the man who thought this up first or second? Paul has remained Saul, after all, the persecutor of God. Socrates, or Socrates. If all goes well, the time will come when, to develop oneself morally, rationally, one will take up the memorabilia of Socrates rather than the Bible, when Montaigne and Horace will be employed as precursors and guidelines to the understanding of the simplest and most imperishable mediator sage, Socrates. The roads of the most divergent philosophic ways of life led back to him. At bottom, they are the ways of life of the different temperaments, determined by reason and habit, and in all cases pointing with their peaks to joy in life and in one own's self-form, from which one might well infer that the most characteristic feature of Socrates was that he shared in all temperaments. Above the founder of Christianity, Socrates is distinguished by the gay kind of seriousness and the wisdom full of pranks, which constitute the best state of the soul of man. Moreover, he had the greater intelligence. Take that, Jesus! Suck it! The Faust idea. Ah, we get to Goethe and Faust. Exciting. The Faust idea. A little seamstress is seduced and made unhappy. A great scholar in all 4 branches of learning is the evildoer. Surely, that could not have happened without supernatural interference. No, of course not. Without the aid of the incarnate devil, the great scholar could never have accomplished this. Should this really be the greatest German tragic idea, as is said among Germans? But for Goethe, even this idea was still too terrible. His mild heart could not help putting the little seamstress, the good soul who forgot herself but once, close to the saints after her involuntary death. Indeed, by a trick played on the devil at the decisive moment, he even brought the great scholar to heaven at just the right time. The good man with the darkling aspiration. And there in heaven the lovers did find each other again. Goethe once said that his nature was too contradictory to be truly tragic. It's pretty tragic still. Still died. Classic and romantic. The classically dispossessed spirits no less than to lose romantically... What? Okay, let me start over. Sorry. The classically disposed spirits, no less than those romantically inclined, as these 2 species always exist, carry a vision of the future, but the former out of strength of their time, the latter out of its weakness. Why beggars still live? If all alms were given only from pity, all beggars would have starved long ago. Why beggars still live continued. The greatest giver of alms is cowardice. See this? Okay, so this statement occurs. It's like in page 239 and line 239 or page whatever. But like this feels devoid of context. Like I have to critique Mr. Kaufman, Dr. Kaufman, that this is out of context, and I think is a more important statement and something that I should dig into myself. I guess that's really the point of like these kind of collections and translations, is so long as they're well sourced and properly cited, you can use them to expand your own education. And that's what education is. It's just continuing to learn things, continuing to learn about the human condition or the physical world or whatever else excites you. But anyway, let's do this shit. Let's do this shit. And shoot the orcs. No, orcs! We're gonna lose this. Oh, I'm squad leader. Let's go for B first, because that might be the first attacked, but I'm not sure. This map's hard. I mean, it is. I'm gonna grab my AV and start hunting early on. I always lead from a weird location. I don't know why I always do that. Like, I have this tendency of placing my order somewhere and then going somewhere completely different. So, I guess a plausible narrative would be, oh, we gotta defend A, guys. Get those transports off of A. Is to, let my guys do the work for me. As long as they're willing to listen and follow orders, it works out. And I go and sit and wait somewhere else, and, while I may get arguably less experience, if I'm the squad leader, at least I'm getting the bonus for the experience. So it's just not as imperative that I'm out there trying to earn rec when I'm a squad leader. At least that's the way that I view it. I should be taking the boring jobs. in all honesty, because I'm not the best player at this game by far. Like I'm middle of the road at best, and I average around 3,000 to 4,000 experience a game. It's not like I'm walking away with, 20, 30 kills a match with over 10,000 experience points. Yeah, here they are. So let's see, how do I want to handle this? It's just one dude here. He's down. Back on A and B.
They're on B.
Truck going A.
Roger that. So far, they've been leaving C alone, except for that one lone dude. Alright, I gotta get... Here, we got B. Back on A! Hunt those vehicles if you can. No reason to let them running around. Good job, guys. Just keep it up. And I will go ahead and continue keeping a weathered eye on C.
Watch the flank on A.
Oh, those vehicles in there are doing damage, man. Alright, I think I'm gonna head out, see what I can do. Not really happy about it. But I would like to finish the match with more than like 800 experience under my belt. I think that's a fair want. And it's, if both of their transports are parked here in the middle of A and B, then why not try to get some, find some love. Oh, that's their tank. I see that transport back there by A. Doesn't look like he's getting too much use because there's a lot of on-foot running going on here. Come on, I wasn't even that close to it. Oh, I'm dead. That's fine. Let's see here. Grabbing my Sky Claw and trying to get out there. Do some damage. How many orcs are there? Do we outnumber them? I mean, what's going on here? Oh, I didn't even throw the grenade. Well, that was his own fault. So, see, this is why I'm starting to think I should just retake the plasma cannon and start learning how to use it again. It's been a long time since I've held a plasma cannon. Because I didn't really see them as viable, useful weapons for the longest time. That was a shit show for them. How did he hit me? Way too accurate, man. Way too accurate. Is it mostly... Yeah, I guess it's kind of newer players on the orcs. Well, not really. I don't know what's going on here. Very strange to watch. Put it that way. Let's see too many matches handed to you like this. Go get on C. Nope. Fuck. Ah, well, even if we lose C, we just need to make sure we hold A and B. Did I get 2 of these fucking things? Anyway. Gratis. Come on, 2 chops. Also keep an eye on A as well. We'll keep an eye on A and keep a heavy hold on B. We should be fine. Make sure to hunt their vehicles down. Ugh, God, the orcs are so ridiculous. We're gonna get a push on B here. That guy's using a...
B truck down, how's A truck doing?
No clue.
These orcs are literally trying to get into our spawn.
They...
Like our actual spawn, not the point spawns.
Well, that's strange. That's very weird.
Take the quick guy trolling.
I do like the fact that poison barely affected me. That made me feel like a space marine. Shrug that shit off, man. Space marines, we got glands for that shit. We got glands for that shit. They're in our necks. We can handle this. Is kind of another one. This is the thing. Like what a boring, dull match. At least for me. Well, I mean, I got 2,000 experience points, so I've clearly been doing some things, but, you know, like, even, like, I'm well aware. Well aware of, like, what I've been doing with most of this match. Most of this match I've been watching C. They didn't come after C. C is generally a pretty strong meta on this map. It's kind of what I've come to expect. Is like a fakey on C, which they did, and a actual cap for B, which they didn't do. They focused on A. If they had swamped B early on, probably would have actually would have met him in battle pretty decently, because I was like, hey, they might come after B. I don't know. I feel like I did a good job, and I feel like the orcs are... I don't even know what's going on with them. Like, they're just not doing very good for whatever reason. I like how it was Bjork. But Bjork's still getting work. Does make me wonder, whatever happened to Bjork? I'm sure she's still around. Her music's still around, that's for sure. Still talked about. Woo! What is this? This beautiful texture. This non-shiny. Wow. I guess, are they focusing on A now? Like, I guess they are. Sure. Good experience while you got it, I guess. I'm not really sure what to make of this. I have never had such an easy game against orcs before. This
Yeah,
is...
we're killing it today.
Smoothly.
Oh, hello. If that had hit me, I might have been in worse shape. Aww. I just had to do it. Shit, I did that squad. Shit. Yeah, that's a bug. That's a bug. It's a graphical issue of some sort. And there we go. Now what? Now what do we do? What's our plan? My plan? Explode into flames. And the second plan, read more Nietzsche. Put that in there. Oh, put it in me. Now then, where were we? Letter. A letter is an unannounced visit. The mailman, the mediator of impolite incursions. One ought to have an hour in every 8 days for receiving letters, and then take a bath. It's like the same, you know, like this is from the like 1800s. You know, this is from the 1800s, and this is the same kind of shit people complain about now. You know, too many emails, too many text messages, too much, too much, blah 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 blah. And here it is, presented at me almost 200 years in the past. Well, not quite, like 120. How? I can do math. My math brain not work. How long is math ago? Math? Where is this written? Well, not where. It's Germany. Let's see here. 1880. So if I were to subtract, I can like barely use my hand with this thing on. All right, let's see here. If we subtract, oh, got a match. 2017 minus 1880. 137. That was like 120. That was way off, I guess. Off by 13. But or off by 17 or whatever. But sure. So yeah, you know, 137 years later, here we still sit facing many of the same issues that people in the world have always faced, at least as far as these individual personal issues go, without a doubt. But like some of the bigger overarching issues, like you really have to extrapolate to apply their historical relevance, like when he talks about the Asianification and all that. Like I'm not hip on what German. Oh no. Back. I can't swap any of these. God damn it. That is a good plan. Bleed them dry, then smash them down. if you've got long lasses, use them. Get those quad guns down. Up here is a ammo crate if my squad is. Up here is an ammo crate if my squad needs it. But yeah, I suggest sniping.
Hear me?
Yes, I can.
Who wants to be leader? I'm not curious.
I think I'm in a different squad than you. Oh, I have no long-range anti-vehicle weapons. I feel really stupid. See, I hate that loadouts, like, swapping thing. Like, who cares? Just let everyone's loadouts be accessible to them. Like, it's not strategic or helpful to limit that. It doesn't change the way the game is played. It just makes it more frustrating. Frustrating shit like that gets to me. And I don't know, I don't see the point in the balance of it. Like, what? Let's really think here, because I am essentially useless. What is the benefit from having a limited loadout size
Teammates destroying our heroes.
at all?
We're destroying the duplicators so you don't blow
The gate.
we don't want to blow the gate. Then all those lives go to
You can thank me later.
That's rather reasonable. I mean, there's so many. I mean, that's what happens when there's so many noobs who literally don't listen to anything that's being said. That's the kind of the steps you got to take. I didn't hear what you said there. Sorry. Oh, I think my mic's been off all the time. Has I been off this whole time? I'm very embarrassed. Is there a voice chat option? I can turn up the voice chat now. That's another thing that should be like mandatory in games. Audio, in-game voice volume, which I think is just the barks. Like that's it. So yeah, let me test. Yep, that's all it is. That's always good. And boom if we can actually get it. Alright, well I need to rethink my plan of action here. And clearly should grab my at least this much. Or I'll get this guy.
2 quads down.
And try to do what I can here.
3.
What the fuck? Don't capture. I don't think Space Marines take prisoners. Insert fluff situation where they do. Because that's what would happen. Actually, I wonder here, could I just... Oh, getting immortalized. I don't like being immortalized. Painful to my murder body. I mean, go up here and do what I can. Oh, hello. How are you today? Yeah, those autoguns are going to be This is gonna be an uphill, boring ass fight. Boring ass fight. We gotta get suppression on those auto guns. It's the only thing I'm good for at this juncture, so I might as well do it. Now, the real question. Settings, audio, mic, nothing. There are no options for this, for me to even affect which mic I'm using. Maybe take a long range assessment of the situation. What? I was dodging. You're immortal when you're dodging. God, I wish I had a long las. Really do. I just, like, this doesn't make any sense to me. There seems to be no reason behind this list of loadouts. There's no reason at all that I couldn't switch through all the loadouts which I have either built or earned or whatever the fuck else, and to do that. Like, it's very strange to me. You know, I should be able to have as many loadouts as I want. That's my decision. Woo, okay, that was exciting. That was a close call.
Behind you in the tunnel.
Go and grab some more health over here. Yeah, they need to desperately redo this whole fucking thing. Like, it really is. Come on. Just ridiculous. Like, the whole gate thing.
There needs to be a bigger push on the left side, too.
Yeah, we definitely need more guys on the left. Or the right. No, we need to push in on both sides.
What they need to do is fix this stupid gate shit. Like, it's the dumbest mechanic. It really is just not good game design in a lot of ways. Abs. Those autocannons are just madness.
Yeah, you got to get up there and kill them up close. Also, laser cannons are good because there's nothing left to heal.
Yeah, we need to get through these soon.
I don't think we're making it, guys. So,
Once we're through. Dude, get out of the way.
remember, there's two pipes.
Press T later.
Yeah, it looks like a operator Spencer. From my eye. Come on.
They get stretched in, just keep putting pressure on them.
What hit me? Come on. It's ridiculous. There was no reason for that. Oh man, I don't have any spawn points. Fuck. I'm changing squads. Oh man. All the squads are fill up. Let them decap. I'll pull them off the walls. Well, that's that, I guess. Can I spawn? Come on, let's go. Please? Oh my god, this game. Well, the center gate's open, so you might as well run through it. You bang. Ugh. Transport. Alright.
Sorry, you jerk.
Oh man, we have max transports on the map.
Just split up. The ones coming in the tunnel. Some of you take the left tunnel. Not the back.
That's actually good advice. Oh god. Well, that's good.
Why did we blow the gate?
Because people don't listen. We've been saying that the whole match. You're preaching to the choir. It's just no one listens. Yeah, I personally blame the devs for how stupid this is. Like, that is not a solid thing. Yep.
Alpha, stop freaking just running up the middle tunnel.
Oh, now there's 120 spawns on that fucking point.
I don't even think we're gonna get a this.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, if they cannot spawn on the walls, they will spawn on. I do not see the intelligence behind that decision. Especially against Chaos. I'm getting lasered down. Ah, the arrogance of the noobs.
Alpha, all the way to the back. There's a tunnel around here. You don't have to run out in the open like this. you can all just run around open ground. That works too.
Two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year. There's 2 tunnels. Split up.
I know, and there's a tunnel all the way in the back, but they wanna run through open fucking ground.
Just charge in the center. We're out of time to bleed them anyway. We gotta take A or lose.
I mean, even if we take A, we still lose. Like, there's not going to be enough time to destroy 120 spawns. We'll get 6 minutes. You'd sit on a golden throne and do nothing. Dude, the game's over. I can yell as much as I want. I was nice up front. Because it's the optimal strategy to win. That's why.
Apparently you do. Otherwise you wouldn't be yelling in caps at me.
All caps rate. I guess just bumfuck rush it.
I'm just going to keep grabbing vehicles and driving them into their death. Great K, good defenders. No, idiots were stupid attackers. Dot real MVP. Yeah, that's true. Skulls for the skull for the skull throne. It's skulls for the skull throne and blood for the blood god. Because blood, I believe, is plural and singular. Anyway, back to some reading. Let's see here. There are no educators. As a thinker, one should only speak of self-education. The education of youth by others is either an experiment conducted on one as yet unknown and unknowable, or a leveling on the principle of, or a leveling on the principle to make a new character. Whatever it may be, conform to the habits and customs that prevail. Oh. In both cases, therefore, something unworthy of the thinker, the work of parents and teachers, whom audaciously honest person has called nos enemies naturel, enemies of nature, I believe. Oh, good, Eldar. Assault Station Magon. That should be good. One day, when in the opinion of the world one has long been educated, one discovers oneself. That is, where the tasks of the thinker begins, now the time has come to invoke his aid, not as an educator, but as one who has educated himself and thus has experience. Pop this guy here. That's like a, consultancy thing. Alright, let's move. Gotta crawl into cover if you want to get saved. That's a rule that I live by. This is not going well for them. That is faux show. Guys, I hope you moved in. Yes, you did. Good moves. I did not expect there to be 2 Dark Reapers. I was like, yeah, there'll be 1 Dark Reaper, sure. Not 2. Come on. Ooh. I do sense the blood of the foes. I sense it. Ooh. Come on, dude. Stop running in fucking... Like, run in a straight line. What's wrong with you? Didn't you know that Roman legionaries always march in a straight line? I got you all clear out of there. I'll take it. Oh, that's what I should be trying to do. Damn it. See, once again, this is why I think the plasma rifle or the plasma launcher is a weapon to be considered. Given the way they've kind of changed things, they've just moved the weapons that haven't been nerfed yet. That seems to be the logic here. Alright, let's start moving up. Got a lot of guys in my way here. I think they see me coming. Much more damaging than I expected it to be. Ah, well. Well. Can't shoot them all. Oh, this is just gonna be a mess. Move in here and get rocked from either side by anti-vehicle. This Itchy gets out of here. Ooh. I mean, this is a bad spot. I don't know what the fuck this guy was thinking. I'm moving this. Who the fuck moved that rhino or why, but you're an idiot.
Sorry.
There's somewhere strategic. Like a flank. Where's my allies at? And how quickly does that shield go down for them? Come on, dudes. Figure it out. Go on. Get in there and get instantly killed by the far superior shuriken launchers. Ugh. Glad the Eldar back up on my list of this is bullshit, why? Oh, there's no good way in up here. This isn't. Yeah, this is over. Oh, those shuriken launchers. And they got that transport. What the fuck? Yep, not getting us there in 29 seconds, that's for sure. There's really nothing I can do. Like it has like they have like the same time to down as fucking orcs do. You're welcome, lovelies. Fire Dragon OP. Fire Dragon is pretty fucking strong. Well, our asses are too distracting. Nerf! The teacher as a necessary evil. Oh, I'm already queued up front of the match. The teacher as a necessary evil. As few people as possible between the productive spirits and the hungering receiving spirits. For the intermediates falsify the nourishment almost automatically when they mediate it. Then, as a reward for their mediation, they want too much for themselves, which is thus taken away from the original productive spirits, namely interest, admiration, time, money, and other things. Hence, one should consider the teacher no less than the shopkeeper, a necessary evil, and evil to be kept as small as possible. If the trouble in Germany, in the German situation today, has perhaps its main reasons in the fact that too many people live by trade and want to live well and thus seek to cut producers' prices as much as possible, while at the same time raising the prices to the consumer in order to derive an advantage from the greatest possible damage to both, capitalism in a nutshell, then one can certainly find a main reason for the spiritual troubles in the surplus of teachers. On their account, one learns so little and so badly. That is, I gotta finish out this game against the Eldar on a fucking fortress map. Fuck me. Well, we're not even started yet, so settle in. The means to real peace. So the passage before, it's interesting because he himself, mind you, was a professor. So when he talks about teachers, I think it's either that he's talking about all teachers broadly and that they should be kept as limited, because in the way that he views it, I feel, or at least in the way that I would interpret it, is that it dilutes the benefit from a teacher from having so many teachers. That's what I think he's trying to get at. Maybe I'm a little off base, but that's where I would argue that from. Is, teaching is being pursued as a career for fame, or being, for wealth in his time as much as it is in our time, instead of a career for educating people. So that's, once again, Nietzsche. Today's problems, yesterday's problems of today. Don't blow up both bridges. I think they're called gates. Use the underground tunnels. Once this idiot gets out of here, I'll figure it out from here. You'll eventually get pissed and have to go. Interesting. Fool. There we go. That's a nice little pick-me-up. Oh shit. I'm sure not everyone coming out of that gate will understand its purpose. Oh shit! This map has started off with very few spawns, very few people on it, which means this is going to be just a boring uphill fight over and over again. So, looking forward to that. So we can push in hard enough and far enough to actually matter. Works for me. I didn't get any kills from that. Or I probably got at least one kill. I probably... Oh, come on. Why is this moving? Fuck me. Don't destroy the gates. Period end.
You coward.
Yeah, I don't want to face 170 of them at the last spawn.
That sounds like a coward's tactic.
Sounds like the winning tactic.
How dare you, sir? I am a fist of dawn.
Not my problem. Do it. I dare you. Start using the right side under. I mean, the gate's open. Well, take this one down as another loss, I guess. Good job.
Don't drive around in front of other trucks trying to get people team killed. It's not very good. Especially when you're ripping contacts.
Listen to your teammates when they tell you not to destroy the gates, because that's an ineffective strategy, and perhaps I won't drive in front of you.
Listen
I'm not gonna. What? Hello? What? Hello?
When you're
What?
representing
Hello?
clans,
What?
don't do shit like that.
What? I'm not representing a clan. Fuck off. I do whatever I want. I'm a lone wolf. Deal with it.
You sound like a fucking dumb American.
I am a fucking dumb American. That is correct. But at least I do know how to win games. I mean, that's what we are good at, after all.
Yeah, that's good. How's the rat going?
Much edge, so lord.
Oh, it's Lodgy Edge. You got it wrong.
It's internet speak. Do you remember Doggo, the very famous meme? I'm glad I figured out this boost thing. That has definitely changed the game as far as driving this shit around goes. Oh, I didn't try it on the tanks or the Vindicators. Note to self. Man, I always enjoy Ooh. Oh, man. Ah, shit. They got the drop on me here. No way I was taking that guy down. Too many eyes. Oh, can I get anything here that'd be useful? Yeah, actually I could. Let's get my AP out here and push up onto that tower again. And try to get some kills, because we're not getting a win, that's for fucking sure. That would have been a good use of our time, destroying the quad guns, instead of giving them almost like 50 to 60 extra spawns up there on B. Oh, I'm fucked. Stop being such a pussy and admit that you're wrong. I don't think they transmit. Stop being such a pussy and admit that you're wrong. That's right. I'll use those as pejoratives. Suck it! Saxo beat. I don't think it's a good space marine. I'm just pointing that out, man. Fuck it. It does make me wonder if Space Marine's going to be the first faction who loses their own campaign.
Oh, tactics like yours, I'm sure they will.
Sure, bud. I will love to see you eat your words once we end this fight. Come on, guys.
Come on, spit it out. Spit it out.
Fuck. I think I've got to go to the best tactic that I can go to here. Or maximum assault. I don't know, man. I told him not to, but he was like, I gotta do it! I'm an Imperial Fist! I'm role-playing! I wanted to do another tactic,
I
but
think
I
that
couldn't
guy
do it.
is just mad because he must be having some home problems or something.
It's easy to project on others, isn't it?
I know, you know all about it.
I didn't project that, did I? I mean, if your wife doesn't love you, it's not my problem.
Well, why don't you look?
Oh, come on. Ooh. Should drop a medical order down here. That would definitely help us out. Everyone, the assumption of rage. I love the assumption of rage. It's a lot of fun. Come off. Okay. That does mean that they're wasting despawns on A. Nope, they're holding there. That'd be good. Ooh. Shit, brother, I'm sorry. Put your gun up, dude! Jesus. Ooh. That's not good. Ooh. Push in, push in. We got this if we can do it. Oh, we do need as much time as possible here. I mean, 6 will give us 12 minutes to kill 130 spawns. It's still not gonna really be enough. That's for sure. They seem to have stopped shooting from there. Oh, nope, I'm still under fire. Yeah, they got some serious long-range attacks on that. Come on, walk up. There we go. Now. I wonder which Eldar in their team is freaking out because they're wasting spawns from B. Still, looking at 140, 120 spawns in a little under 10 minutes. That is going to be a little fight. For sure. Ooh. Get up here, try to get a couple advantages. We already got those gun turrets down, which is definitely good. Ah, shit, fucks. No way I'm moving through that. That's actually a very smart way to do that, just strafe around them. It's not like they are able to turn fast enough to make that difference. We're too close here. Let me grab my anti-vehicle. Pop out here. Ah, good enough, I guess. In this moment. Oops. Uh-oh. Damn it, I lost that one. That's no good. How are we doing on this one? Good. Oh, not good enough. Get out of here. Ah! Important fun fact. You cannot... Oh, they've changed their focus. That works out in our favor. Nine minutes for 124. We can do it if we pick up the pace. Actually, as long as we get 10 a minute, should be fine. What about that's gonna happen? So yeah. They're pushing in. Oh, they're coming in behind. I'm not equipped to deal with that. Oh, hopefully the tanks can figure it out. Yeah, we're not doing that. I think. God damn it. What do we need here? So we need, so if we got 10 a minute, that would be 80. So to get 90 would be 12 a minute, I believe. We get 120. Alright guys, only, 14 kills a minute. We can do it. Wow. They run out like that. Ooh. Oh. Man, I wish we had auto guns, because auto guns are really effective against... Oh, that did not go well for you. That's for sure. Works for me. There's scorpions just running out. It's a fucking death wish. Oh, that's leave a mark. That will leave a mark. Let's keep pushing. I mean, I'm happy. I got 18 kills. Luckily, I haven't done my job. Suppressed what I needed to. Did what I had to do. You know. It's exciting. Of course, it's a little horseshit, but you know. Ooh. Ran out of coolant. Didn't work very well for me. Alright, let's get back out here. That Dark Reaper spam. That's all you need, man. That's all you need on these defensive maps is a nice Dark Reaper spam. Or any, like, your Devastator spam. Because they have, your Devastators generally have a lot of hit points. They have long range and they're effective. You know, they're effective, what's-em-who's-its? Mass push jumps on the right. No, that won't help. It's a good try, but that won't help. Oh, I should mark B, I guess. I mean, we're here, right? Okay, that hurt too bad. Keep him separated. Wow, they're just gonna drop a grenade on me, aren't they? At least that's what I'm expecting. If it doesn't happen, I'll be surprised. Not really sure where all the fire's coming from. Oh, it's happening behind this wall. I'm hearing it through my left channel. That explains it, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, well. Oh, God. Such strategy, much good. Such strategy, much good. Many win. I do enjoy this over and over again. That's why I don't play these fortress maps. They're just rage-inducing. Or at the very least, they give me some severe cases of the agita. Or malarkey. That's what it is. It's the malarkeys. Instead of the Mondays, I get the malark days. It's entertaining myself, folks. Just me and a fucking empty void. Ouch. I wish I had a las cannon. Then I could sit back and... I couldn't really do anything. This map is very hard to use the las cannon on once a quad gun. See, that's the thing. Like, just give me all my loadouts. I don't care. cares? You're not balancing anything by not having all the loadouts available. That's all there is to it. A bunch of garbage. False economy. This is what you made. Sure. We can try that. No guarantees on it, though. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, that was effective. Why did I even do that? Like, I knew that's what was going to happen. Sorry for the silence. Just, I don't know what else to say. It's like, welcome to the, 12th losing match on this stream. How's everyone doing? I mean, it's literally, it's been this way pretty much since the inception of this game with Space Marines. It's just a constant, unparalleled inability to win. So, what can I say? But it is to be expected. Oh, I didn't know there was another way in over here. Ah. Jump over one just as soon as I land? Yeah. Ah. Yeah, okay. We broke the gates at like minute 17 of the match. It was a good play. Clearly.
Shame it's all about kills on this map.
That it is. That it is.
How many kills you got?
19. How you doing?
25.
Still putting me in the top 10 here. It's almost like the map might actually be about brains.
Well, guess that's why we failed then.
Ooh, good comeback. Stellar. Good comeback. Stellar. Lose again. Away! A noob with 2 zeros. That is a fucking throwback. All right. Back to more Nietzsche. Where was I? Did I finish the teacher of necessary? Yes, I did finish the teacher of necessary, or the teacher as a necessary evil, or a necessary evil, sorry. The means to real peace. No government emits any more than it keeps any army to satisfy occasionally the desire for conquest. Rather, the army is supposed to serve for defense, and one invokes the morality that approves of self-defense. But this implies one's own morality and the neighbor's immorality. Oh, yes. So, of course, by making yourself looking like the one to your attack, you take the moral high ground. Always plant your artillery on the moral high ground, gentlemen. Always plant your artillery on the moral high ground. For the neighbor must be thought of as eager to attack and... Oh, sorry. I'm getting all lost here. Let me reread this. But this implies one's own morality and the neighbor's immorality. For the neighbor must be as eager to attack and conquer, if our state must think of the means of self-defense. Moreover, the reasons we give for requiring an army imply that our neighbor who denies the desire for conquest just as much as does our own state, and who, for his part, also keeps an army for reasons of self-defense, is a hypocrite and a cunning criminal who would like nothing better than to overpower a harmless and awkward victim without any fight. Thus, all states are now ranged against each other. They propose their neighbor's bad disposition and their own good disposition. This presumposition, so presumptuous position, thank you, however, is inhumane, as bad as war and worse. At the bottom, indeed, it is itself the challenge and the cause of wars, because, as I have said, it attributes immorality to the neighbor, and thus provokes a hostile disposition and act. We must abjure the doctrine of the army as a means of self-defense, just as completely as the desire for conquest. And perhaps the great day will come when a people distinguished by wars and victories, and by the highest development of military order and intelligence, and accustomed to make the heaviest sacrifices for these things, will exclaim of its own free will, "We break the sword," and will smash its entire military establishment down to the lowest foundation, rendering oneself unarmed when one had been the best armed, out of a height of feeling that is the means to real peace, which must always rest on a peace of mind, whereas the so-called armed peace, as it exists now in all countries, is the absence of peace of mind. One trusts neither oneself nor one's neighbor, half from hatred, half from fear, does not lay down arms. Rather perish than hate and fear, and twice rather perish than make oneself hated and feared. This must some day become the highest maxim for every single commonwealth too. Our liberal representatives, as is well known, lack the time for reflecting on the nature of man, else they would know that they work in vain when they work for a gradual decrease of the military burden. Rather only when this kind of need has become greatest will the kind of God be nearest who alone can help here. God lowercase, of course. The tree of war glory can only be destroyed all at once by a stroke of lightning, but lightning, as indeed you know, comes from a cloud and up high. So his argument, here, it makes sense here. I think it's a very sound position to say the only way for militarism to stop is for those who are militarists to no longer be militarized, to willfully throw down arms and accept their neighbor accept their neighbor at their face value and intentions. Of course, humanity does not have a good track record with that. It's an interesting position. It's interesting. It's thought-provoking. That's the best I can point out. Letter to Overbeck. Nuremberg, November 14th, 1879. My mother read to me Glol, Lermontov, Bret Harte, M. Twain, so Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe. If you do not yet know the latest books by Twain, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, it'd be a pleasure for me to make you a little present of it. Ah, how interesting. A girl who sunders her virginity to a man who was not first sworn solemnly before witness that he will not leave her again for the rest of her life, not only is considered imprudent, but also called immoral. She did not follow the Moors. She was only imprudent, but also disobedient, for she knew what the Moors commanded. Where the Moors command differently, the conduct of the girl in such a case would not be called immoral either. In fact, there are regions where it is considered moral to lose one's virginity before marriage. Thus, the reproach is really directed against disobedience. It is this that is immoral. Always listen to your parents. Your property. Is this sufficient? Such a girl is considered contemptible, but what kind of disobedience is that one despairs? Imprudence is not despised. One says of her, she could not control herself. That is why she was disobedient against the Moors. Thus it is the blindness of desire that one despises, the animal in the girl. This in mind, one also says she is unchaste. By this, one could not mean that she is doing what the lawfully wedded wife does too, without being called unchaste. The Moors are then seen to demand that one bears the displeasure of unsatisfied desire, that the desire be able to wait. To be immoral means, therefore, in this case, not to be able to bear a displeasure despite the thought of power that makes the rules. A feeling is supposed to be subdued by thought, more precisely, by the thought of fear, whether it be fear of the sacred Moors or the punishment and shame threatened by the Moors. In itself, it is not all shameful, but natural and fair, that a desire be satisfied immediately. Therefore, what is really contemptible in this girl is the weakness of her fear. Being moral means highly accessible to fear. Fear is the power by which the community is preserved. Let's go see if we destroyed the gates yet. Oh, God. Oh, hey, look, the gates are destroyed. God, these maps suck. Well. He tried. He was gunning for me.
Looks like all front quads are down.
Oh my god, I don't even... I'm gonna have to go and switch back to no more fortress maps. Because, fuck, well, I'll do it anyway, because once we get to back here on Monday to read some more Nietzsche and bitch about some more shitty games, we will, oh boy. Oh, that hurt. I'm sure there'll be no more need to queue up for fortress maps because everyone will be more balanced across the factions. To be fair, my wait times tonight haven't been that bad, in all honesty, but, you know, take what you can get. Throw a goddamn grenade in there. Well, that was the plan. How'd that fit in here? Doesn't seem like it would fit. You just rip that gun right off the top. Oh boy. Ooh. 12 minutes. Gotta wait around for 12 minutes. Longer if we capture A. Ooh. Well, didn't get my las cannon. I immediately regret not getting my las cannon.
Go, 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 Odin!
Ooh. I don't think there's any way in here. I think it's just gonna be fucking madness trying to get in there. Try the left side. This right side ain't working out too well.
I'm through the main gate. Damn it.
Like that matters. Like, good for you, brother. But it doesn't matter that much. Not in the long run.
Remember, beside the guns on the tank, press enemy on the walls. Use it.
Ooh.
Oh, who was the idiot who destroyed the second gate? Now all the respawns are now going to the main base.
I keep telling people that, but no one listens.
Great.
I keep telling people that, but no one seems to listen.
Yeah, no one seems to know that, and I don't know how.
Oh, they know it. I think that might be really the worst part about it. Because everyone says it as soon as the match starts, and they still go into it.
Okay, the pipes are clear. We're going through.
I'll give you what backup I can. Oh, you're talking about right side? Yeah, they're talking about right side. It's like if we get our vehicles in there, they'll just be shredded. So it's just ugh. Ugh. Take out the quad guns. Well, I mean, that is something that absolutely does need to be done. You are not incorrect about that assertion. I mean, we're trying. There is only so much... Oh boy, I'm fucked. Ah, well.
Whoever's in the tank, we need to regen armor.
I used to think the regenning armor on vehicles was really lame, but now since they've made anti-vehicles so effective, I kind of like it.
Yeah, had to.
Come on, Dell. They're pushing hard on the left flank.
Okay, tank.
I
I'm
mean,
abandoning you.
I might hate this game, but I'm not gonna give it shit for the things that I like about it. So, that's for damn sure. Ooh, how'd you get here? You clearing out these walls, we'll push them. I mean, they'll concentrate them on A, so.
I'm gonna run Delta's Rhino in on the back.
Left side has enemy tanks in the courtyard. Need anti-vehicle kits on the left side. Gate. Enemy tank, enemy rhino.
I hear you. What? What's going on over here? I think your cap's like probably the idiot that blew up the gates. All you gotta do is pay attention to bra. Yeah, sure. I don't know what that means. I think from now on I'm just going to spawn Vindicator and sit in it. Oh, is that necessary? That was strange.
Got deployed to the rhinos and we all get out once today.
I do wish that, like, auto pistol aim would not be so high. Oh, shit. Try to move this rhino up here. Just try to get in here, do some damage. If we can get it now, it'd still be only 12 minutes to get 150 fucking kills. Or 140 fucking kills. Like,
Tactical Marines, get ready to press.
oh, I'm the wrong fucking loadout. Damn it. Good boy. Grab my tactical marine. I'll grab my blood claw. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I got things to do. I know what classes I'm good at, and it sure as shit isn't tactical marine. Fair enough, I guess. Not a total waste of airspace. Guarding the middle turret on B. Oh, right. should I be using the stalker loader? That does raise questions. If the scopes didn't suck so bad, I wouldn't really care that much. But A's clear if we can get a cap on it. That was some lag.
What's the plan of assault for Bravo?
Mash bodies into a
I
hole
think a
until we
right-side
lose.
Push,
Why don't people use the
right
left
flank
side?
push, because that's going to be pretty open. So if we can start pressing up now, just leave the ones there to hold and keep pressing up.
See if I can catch up with this guy before he does too much damage to my allies. Oh man, this is gonna be a mess. Oh, is there any other way to go but up?
Movement marker made for Delta.
Sure, fuck it. Oh, come on.
We're
All
doing
time.
good on kills. We're gonna get 7 minutes for this, correct?
Yes. 6 or 7, one of the two. We'll have 10 minutes to get 100 spawns down, which is reasonable.
Delta do a left flank.
Well, Jax, me and you are pretty fucked.
Alright, Delta medic coming left.
I killed off 6 that were on that
Sorry, buddy.
upper balcony with the quad gun. Upper quad gun still has a few people up there. Be careful when pushing.
Make sure. Yeah, that's the perfect time to go. That kind of a hit? Hell yeah. Oh, come on now. That actually targeted him, it probably did more damage. That auto target is so bad. I really should just stop using it. But it's so convenient to point out enemies with. Get to cap it on B. I'll make them think twice, I guess.
We're doing good. Keep it up. Keep the kills going.
Keep me.
I don't know if we'll hold that cap because they're blitzing it
Keep
right now.
control of that. I didn't try and cap that for nothing.
Need help? Anybody's over here?
Pushing hard on the left.
Good assist, Devastator. Way to take the initiative.
If we can clear out that top 4 and hold it, we can have a high ground on them.
We got it cleared out. They just set their elite up here and he just got
All right,
wasted.
I'm up here now. Cover me then.
I have shield. Oh, there we go. Hold on. That was an awful way to take my execute.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. I just spent the whole last game being all fake ragey, or should I say, actual ragey for anyone who's actually watching this.
We are doing beyond outstanding.
I'm surprised. Yeah, man, we are seriously moving in. The Devastators, like, there's clearly, oh well, they only got 8 spawns left anyway. Oh, shit.
Move the predator lever.
Oh shit, my bad. I didn't know you were down up here. Whoever's got the shield up here with me, could you stand further to the right so you draw the heavy bolters over there?
Sure. Sounds fair, I guess. Are we gonna get that cap? I think we're gonna get that cap. Whee! I would argue the push up the top tier was the key. Oh. Yeah, Downsy team beats even Downsier team. That's fair. They did sacrifice a ton of fucking dudes trying to keep pushing on A. Pleased. Pleased indeed. Well, that does it for queuing up here, but I want to finish this little bit of Nietzsche before I move on and close out the stream. So, start. Maneuvering. Where was I? I believe on this bit about fear, correct? We just hide this, throw this up, and do a quick transition here for the brief end. If one considers, on the other hand, that every original community requires a high degree of fearlessness in its members in other respects, then it becomes clear that what is to be feared in the case of morality must inspire fear in the very highest degree. Therefore, mores have been introduced everywhere as functions of a divine will, hiding under the fearfulness of gods and demonic means of punishment. And being immoral, then mean and being immortal would then mean not fearing the this is all typeface wrong. I think it's going to be infinitely fearful, not fearing the infinitely fearful. Yeah, that's what it's got to be. Of anyone who denied the gods one expected anything, he was automatically the most fearsome human being, whom no community would suffer because he tore out the roots of fear on which the community had grown. It was supposed that in such a person desire raged unlimited. One considered every human being without such fear infinitely evil. The more peaceful a community has become, the more cowardly the citizens become. The less accustomed they are to standing pain, the more will worldly punishment suffice as deterrence. The faster will religious threats become superfluous. In highly civilized peoples, finally, even punishment should become highly superfluous deterrence. The mere fear of shame, the templing of vanity, is so continually effective that immoral actions are left undone. The refinement of morality increases together with the refinement of fear. Today, fear of disagreeable feelings in other people is almost the strongest of our own disagreeable feelings. One would like ever so much to live in a way such as to do nothing except which causes others agreeable feelings, and even take pleasure in nothing any more that does not fulfill this condition. Ooh, cutting edge. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Trying to highlight this in a sensible way. I like this paragraph. Actually, this entire section here is pretty good. I am sweating like a pig. It is so hot in here. Notes. And this is from, once again, The Wanderer and His Shadow by Nietzsche. And this is edited and translated by Walter Kaufman, who I have had some issues with his methods, but I think he's hit all the high points, so far so good. Well, thank you for being here. If you're watching this live on Twitch, good on you. Give it a follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, give it a subscribe, give it a comment, and I hope I see you next time. As always, peace.